this row right here?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Birch. Right
Okay,
there.
so somebody's gonna get. So you got your card.
I've
You
got
gave me
I've got
one.
this.
So you're the one that I
Oh, is
give
that
this
the
to.
one?
There you go.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one that this is my first time doing this. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
This is exciting.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate that.
welcome.
All right, so I'm gonna make my way over.
There you go.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Okay, so you can go up here all the way and tell them where seats are, because that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because this is all done.
That's all done.
Yep. Great
So
job.
I'm trying to make sure on that.
You're awesome.
Good evening, and welcome to Indiana Farmers Coliseum. My name is Amanda Giordano. My colleague Rich Harden and I have had the honor of serving as senior class sponsors this year. On behalf of the class of 2017, the administration of Noblesville Schools, and the administration and faculty of Noblesville High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our 142nd commencement ceremony. For the past 13 years, these graduating seniors have been working diligently to earn their high school diploma. Many view tonight as the finish line in what was a very long, arduous race. I urge the class of 2017, however, to not look at tonight as simply the end of high school. We are certainly here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2017, but tonight should be also viewed as a beginning of the future. I thank you all for attending this evening in support of the great achievements of the class of 2017. The class requests the following. Please turn off all cell phones and any other electronic devices that might cause distractions during the ceremony. Please direct your attention to the program that recognizes all graduates, including those with academic honors. The class of 2017 desires to present diplomas in a consistent and efficient manner. Thus, the class respectfully requests that you please control your reactions and responses for each graduate as he or she receives a diploma. The class requests this so each graduate's name is clearly heard and for each to receive the proper and deserved recognition during this distinguished ceremony. Professional photographers from Interstate Studio are here to take pictures of each graduate receiving his or her diploma and exiting the stage. There is information in your program regarding the process for the purchase of pictures from tonight's ceremony. Finally, we ask that all family and friends please wait until all of the graduates have left the arena before beginning to exit. Graduates will be exiting the east end of the arena and will be proceeding back into the youth arena to drop off gowns and pick up their actual diplomas. We ask that family and friends meet graduates after they exit the youth arena. At this time, we ask that you stand, and please remain standing as we begin our ceremony with the entrance of members of the administration and faculty, followed by the introduction of the class and the processional, and then finally our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, the administration of Noblesville Schools and the administration and faculty of Noblesville High School. And now, Grace Dean and Veronica Van Buskirk with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Graduates, please be seated.
Good evening, relatives and friends of these graduating seniors. I am Jeff Bryant, principal of Noblesville High School, and I welcome you to the 2017 commencement ceremony on behalf of the Noblesville Board of School Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Beth Niedermeyer, and the administration and faculty of Noblesville High School. Many of the faculty members who contributed to these seniors' preparation for tonight's ceremony are here, seated on or beside the stage. Please join me in applause for these dedicated teachers. First, I want to share with the class of 2017 what an honor it is to be your principal. I know that I can speak for all the faculty and staff at NHS when I say to you that we are truly fortunate to work with amazing students like you every day. It is a dream come true for all of us. There is currently a popular narrative in society that disparages a whole generation of teenagers and young adults. We often hear the words entitled, coddled, soft, lazy, and many more when describing a whole generation of young people. Turn on the TV, read an opinion article, or, for the really brave, check out a social media strand, and you'll see negative comments about our young men and women. These comments are usually followed by some anecdotal, so-called evidence about how tough, strong, and independent a previous generation had to be to survive, and how these current young adults are absent of all of those traits. I want to send one clear message to the class of 2017 and our guests here this evening. This disparaging narrative is simply not true. The students sitting in front of me are tough, resilient, empathetic, and hardworking. While previous generations, including my own, may have had the opportunity to take a few college-level courses in high school, the class of 2017 have filled their high school schedules with rigorous college-level classes and experiences. The academic load of these students far exceeds anything from previous generations. They are expected to work harder, grow faster, and study longer than any previous students, all the while juggling the many other activities that fill their lives. It isn't just in the classroom where we are asking more and more from our teenagers. In the past, athletes would play a season that may have lasted 3 or 4 months. They would take some time off, maybe work out a little on their own, and participate in preseason conditioning. Today, our athletes work with their teams and their fellow athletes 12 months a year. Simply, the level of commitment, work ethic, and dedication that these students are exhibiting far exceeds anything asked of students 20, 30, or 40 years ago. And it doesn't stop at academics and athletics. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch a school play or a band or choir performance, please join us. Not only do we have amazing talent in NHS, we have students who are willing to spend hundreds of hours at NHS in the heat of the summer or late into the evening preparing to be their absolute best. The expectation we have for the students in front of me is for excellence. Again and again, I've had the pleasure to see these students work tirelessly to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. Do our students make mistakes? Yes. Do they say or do something that they later might regret? No doubt. This is no different than any previous generation. We all did things or said things that today makes us anxious to even think about. The only difference is that life today is continuously broadcasted via social media in pictures and videos. There are few mistakes, comments, or slip-ups that escape the wrath and judgment of the experts out there who would never have done such a thing. I'm here to tell you that we did those things. It's just no one found out about it. Today, the young adults in front of me live in a society free to share and even freer to judge. Developing a strong mind, thick skin, and emotional resilience is something many of us didn't develop until much older in our lives or when we became something like a principal. These young men and women must develop those traits now. I can say with absolute confidence that as a community, a society, a country, and a world, that we are better prepared to prosper than ever before while being led by today's generation. I have had a front row seat watching your experiences, your growth, your successes, and your failures. Class of 2017, take care of yourselves, watch out for your loved ones, make this crazy world a little better each day, and always, always hug your parents and tell them you love them before walking away. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Elliot DeRose, your class vice president. On behalf of the class of 2017, I would like to welcome all faculty, friends, and family today to this commencement ceremony of Noblesville High School. Well, graduates, we did it. As a group, we've started from the bottom and worked our way to the top. Yi Lin just happened to do it better. Yi Lin Dwyer earned the privilege of speaking today because she worked diligently to become this year's class valedictorian. Yi Lin can best be described as hardworking, intuitive, passionate, and sincere. Yi Lin was granted the Lilly Endowment Scholarship and will be attending the University of Notre Dame's College of Engineering to study computer science. During her time at Noblesville High School, she was the president of Key Club and a class senator in student government. She has participated in speech team, mock trial, quiz bowl, and DECA, where she qualified for the 2016 international competition. Yi Lin is a national merit finalist and an AP scholar with distinction. She has also self-studied Latin and acquired many awards at the state and national levels. Not to mention that she has graduated with one of, if not the highest GPAs ever at Noblesville, with a whopping 4.7. Wow, I don't doubt that I've missed a few honors. Although Yi Lin is very talented academically, she also prides herself in traveling to new and intriguing places. She has ventured to places as far as Spain and Italy, where she has enjoyed learning about new cultures and their different ways of life. Yi Lin is confident, curious, determined, driven, and kind-hearted. We have been very lucky as a class to be able to get to know such an amazing young woman. Without further ado, I would like to welcome your Noblesville High School Class of 2017 valedictorian, Yi Lin Dwyer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Elliot, for the nice introduction. 408 semesters ago, we were just little freshmen walking through the halls of a freshman campus. And now look at us. We're moments away from graduating. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Bryan and the NHS faculty for getting us to where we are today. I would also like to thank our families and friends for their encouragement and support over the past 4 years. Without them, this would be impossible. But most importantly, I want to congratulate you, the class of 2017. We finally made it. I thought I'd start off by telling you a little story. One afternoon last summer, my friends and I went to the community swimming pool. I was putting on sunscreen by the pool when suddenly I lost my balance and fell headfirst into the water. Now, as you can see, I'm quite short, and by no means am I a great swimmer to begin with. So when my feet couldn't touch the bottom of the swimming pool, I panicked. I started flailing my arms around and gasping for air. But little did I know, the railing on the side of the pool was just within reach of my fingertips. If only I had looked around and looked to the other side. A lot of times in life, it might feel like you're floundering around and struggling to stay afloat. I'm not sure what unique challenges you each have encountered during your individual high school journey, but I'm sure you've probably felt overwhelmed by the conflicting demands of academics, extracurriculars, and the social life at some point. I know I have, especially while running on 3 hours of sleep during those dark winter months of my senior year. You see, often we are so focused on certain moments and tiny details that we lose sight of a big picture. But the truth is, most of us don't have our lives figured out yet. And even if we think we do, our plans for the future will most likely change quite a few times. But that's all part of growing up. Sometimes, life may not work out the way you hope it would, but that's perfectly okay. Just try to make the most of each situation and be open-minded about difficult circumstances. Sometimes, challenging situations can create the most unexpected friendships. When we were returning from a trip this past spring break, our flight back to Indy was canceled, and we were stranded in Atlanta airport. This seemed like a disaster at the time, but my friends and I became really close through this experience, and now we can look back and laugh at the memory together. There's a song that goes, "Life's like an hourglass glued to the table, and no one can find the rewind button." My point is, life is full of exciting yet unpredictable possibilities that we cannot anticipate. And in order to keep your balance, you must keep moving. Things happen. I'm sure you all still remember the water main pipe break on senior homecoming day. Or you might accidentally spill pasta sauce on your prom dress. Or you might not get into your dream college. Or you might fail your first driving test. Believe it or not, that was me. But hey, I have my license now, and well, if you're scared of the way I drive, then maybe you should stay off the sidewalks. But don't dwell too much on these things, because they may lead you down a completely different path and open up opportunities you would never have imagined before. So, class of 2017, as a perfectionist, here's my challenge to myself and to you. Embrace life's imperfections and unexpected possibilities, because when you stop and look around, even with its flaws, this life is still pretty amazing. Next time, when life unexpectedly throws you into the deep end, instead of panicking, try to calm down and look around. You never know, the solution to a problem could be right there in front of your eyes. Life isn't perfect, and you don't have to be perfect either. Embrace your imperfections because they are what make you unique. And most importantly, be authentic. Surround yourself with a group of close friends you can trust. And as my friend, Mary Blake Brock likes to say, spread a little sparkle and scatter a little sunshine wherever you go. Congratulations, class of 2017, and good luck in your future endeavors. There are so many possibilities, and your dreams are just within reach. Thank you, and go Millers!
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Van Buskirk, and I'm this year's class secretary. Today, I have the honor of introducing Alina Markham, this year's salutatorian. During her 4 years at Noblesville High School, Alina participated in Key Club, Academic Spellbowl, Academic Super Bowl, and peer tutoring. She's also a member of National Honor Society and was co-founder and co-president of the Secular Student Alliance. Alina competes level 8 gymnastics for J.C. Phelps Athletic Center and is a 3-time state bars and all-around champion. Her hobbies include reading, writing, and being outdoors. Next year, she plans on taking a gap year before she goes to college. Please help me in welcoming Alina Markham.
Good evening, fellow graduates, family, faculty, friends, and honored guests. It is a privilege to speak here today in honor of the Noblesville High School graduating class of 2017. As graduates, we are united by a common experience and a common goal. All of us earned a diploma from NHS through 4 years of dedication and hard work. And all of us sit here today hoping to go on to do great things in the future. Each of us has the vision, determination, and persistence to realize our dreams, whether that be starting a company, traveling the world, writing a novel, or holding the Earth's greatest dodgeball tournament. 4 years ago, we walked into the freshman campus as awkward 14-year-olds. We raced around trying to find our classes, stressed about our seats at lunch, and were generally pretty clueless. I'm pretty sure I lost track of the entire English hallway at least 3 times that first week. For me, everything was new, not just Noblesville High School. I moved to Indiana the week before school started, and I didn't know anybody. My very first class freshman year was Algebra 2 Honors, with Mr. Giordano. I walked into the classroom with about 4 textbooks in my arms, because yes, I used to carry every single textbook I needed for the day to every single class in one great big stack. And I just about walked right back out. I was incredibly nervous, and it looked like everybody already knew each other and were friends, and I was afraid that I just wouldn't fit in. But then Hannah Passy spotted me standing petrified in the doorway and kindly invited me to sit with her. She's one of my best friends to this day. Later that same day, in Miss Fodiate's English honors class, she brought me up to the front of the class and introduced me. "This is Alina," she said. "She just moved here. We're going to make her feel welcome." And then she sent me to the back of the classroom, and Jordan Yaney very nicely showed me how to turn on the computer. These small gestures of kindness from my peers and my teachers on the very first day of school went a long way in making me feel welcome. They also demonstrated to me the exceptional character of the people at NHS. These people didn't even know me, and yet they went out of their way to help someone who needed a hand. I could recount many, many, many more instances of kindness, some random, some planned. The point of this speech is to discuss something that I learned in high school, a lesson with personal value. So what I have to say is, be kind to each other. Be kind because it is the most important thing you will ever do. None of our lives will be composed of only sunshine and roses, but we will always have a choice in how we behave, and there is honor and strength in looking at the darkness of the world and still deciding to walk in the light. In our efforts to be appealing candidates for colleges, many of us have stuffed our high school careers full of various activities: sports, AP classes, performing arts, service hours, etc. While these things are doubtlessly integral to the high school experience and have helped shape us into the people we are today, none of them is as important as the way we treat each other. In the end, I hope that we will not be judged solely by our intelligence or athleticism or financial success, but by the kindness we have shown. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Gennon, and I am the senior class treasurer. I have the pleasure of introducing our senior class president, Shira Patel. Throughout the past 4 years, Shira has taken many leadership roles within student government and the student body as a whole. Her innovative mind and creative spirit have brought big ideas into action. It has been a pleasure to work beside her in various senior events. Shira plans to attend DePauw with her studies focused on psychology and biology. With the commitment she has displayed to our class, it is clear that she will be successful in all of her future endeavors. Please join me in welcoming our senior class president, Shira Patel.
Alrighty, hey seniors. All right, I see like no smiles, okay. All right, before I start, I bought a box of Kleenex just in case I get emotional, so be prepared for that. Here's the thing, I find that we are so consumed in numbers. I know a lot of you hate math, sorry Mr. and Mrs. G, but believe me, numbers engulf us. For the past 4 years, we have been letting numbers define us. Our lives have been revolving around pointless integers. From the top of our heads, I bet we can instantly regurgitate our SAT scores, class ranking, GPA, how many likes we got on Instagram last night, blah, blah, blah. But how about the number of babies that were born this year, or the number of marriages celebrating all love? What about the number of immigrants who were all able to call America their home this year? Or maybe simply the number of times you've laughed today. We never really think about these kind of numbers simply because we never thought they were important, right? Numbers are not just an abstract concept of quantity. They can measure volume. Each one of us has experienced volumes of emotion, tribulations, and affection. This reminds us that we are human. Numbers can also measure an infinite amount of variables. Our minds have the capacity to generate millions upon millions of ideas and thoughts. Numbers can also be our sum of meaning. Everything we feel and everything we make others feel is measured to establish genuine relationships with people, memories, and the world. So I thought about this concept of numbers, and I want to tell you guys about the numbers that have shaped me to be the person I am today. The number 8. $8 was all my grandfather came to America with when my family first moved from India about 50 years ago. My grandfather busted his butt, all while barely knowing English, and because of his hard work, I'm blessed to have the life I do today. The number 4 miles, was the distance my mother used to walk to school every day. 4 miles. Today, I'm thankful to have attended a prestigious school with proper transportation. And lastly, 2017. 2017 is a number I will carry with for the rest of my life. Not only does it refer to this year and the year we all graduate and move on with our lives in the fall, but it also refers to all of you. Every single one of you guys have defined 2017 for me. And now, standing here today, 2017 means so much more than a calendar date. 2017 means family. And I got the honor to meet the world's most amazing people, and I got to watch all of you guys grow and excel in your own way. 2017 also means some of my favorite memories. I will forever carry the memories of Friday Night Lights, Flat Rock, not going to BizTown, and I'll carry the memories of the laughs we've shared and the late nights we have spent writing essays upon essays. To me, 2017 also means happiness. You guys have shown me the greatest laughs, the good kind, the kind where I can't feel my cheeks and my stomach aches. And you guys have shown me happiness that I can't share with anybody else. All my life, I thought that the only way to be successful was to attain the right numbers. I thought that the only way to be truly triumphant was to get the grades, the highest scores, and just that golden degree. I'm not kidding. I actually thought that success could be found with an antiquated treasure map. Thankfully, the reality of this world is that success has no definition. Success can't be determined by the numbers in our lives. And while numbers may play a central role in our existence, the only reason they matter is because of the things we do to bring meaning to them. We may think that the numbers are now obsolete, but in our world of innovative passion, the numbers we produce can define an entire generation. Once you realize that your mindset is a direct key to how successful you are, I promise you will live a happy and successful life. Numbers will define you if you let them, or you will expound whatever number you want. Who knows, some of you may define infinity. We all may be feeling confused and overwhelmed with our feelings, and we may be feeling disoriented because we feel like we were just kids yesterday and soon we'll be all on our own. We all want to be successful, but we don't know how. Life is scary, but it's simple. Change your mindset and convince yourself that if you have a dream, start today and stop at nothing to achieve it. Ask questions, get rejected, and you will get rejected a lot, believe me. But it's okay because you're going to, and keep asking questions until you get exactly what you want. And do not ever, ever stop doing what you love because someone told you you couldn't. This is your life now. As we leave today's ceremony, I hope that you leave with a sense of fiery zeal. Leave with the sense that you don't have to wait until you get your degree to do what you're passionate about. Leave here knowing that you have a place in this world. Numbers do not define you. We are what brings these numbers meanings, because each and every one of you are your own special elucidation. I'd like to end this speech by recognizing those who have made a lasting impact on our community. And I would like to thank those students who dedicated their extracurricular to community service, tutoring, and raising money for Riley Hospital. You guys make a bigger impact than you know. I would also like to recognize the bravest of us all. If you are planning on enlisting in the military, please stand. And also, wait, stand back up. If you are an active member of the military or a veteran, please join them as well and give us a round of applause. All right, thank you guys. We commend you for your courage and bravery for fighting for our freedom, and I wish you every ounce of safety. And to the class of 2017, I love you all dearly, and I only wish the best for you in everyday growth, laughter, and happiness. As Noblesville High School has allowed me to do, I hope each and every one of you get the chance to define your own momentous numbers. Congratulations and thank you.
Would the senior choir students please join the rest of the choir over here?
I can't really explain it. I haven't got the words. It's a feeling that you can't control. I suppose it's like forgetting, losing who you are, and at the same time, something makes you whole. It's like that there's a music playing in your ear. I'm listening, and I'm listening. Then I disappear, and then I feel change. Like a fire deep inside. Something bursting me wide open, impossible to hide. Suddenly I'm flying like a bird, like electricity sparks inside of me, and I'm free, I'm free.
It's a bit like being angry. It's a bit like being scared.
Like being
Confused and all mixed up and mad as hell.
all mixed up and mad as
It's like when you've been crying and you're empty and you're full. I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell. It's like that there's a music playing in your impossible, it's impossible, impossible to hear. And then I feel a change, like a fire deep inside. Something bursting me wide open, impossible to hide. And suddenly I'm flying like a bird, like electricity sparks inside.
It is a pleasure to recognize those students that have distinguished themselves academically by attaining the status of top 10% of the graduating class. I will read the names of the top 5 students in rank order and then ask the rest of the top 10% to join them standing. I ask that you please hold your applause until all scholars are standing. This year we had a tie at number 5. So we have 2 number 5s, Trevor Feil and Abigail Klinker. Number 4, Lucy Moore. Number 3, Abby Herman. And the 2 that we've already met this evening, number 2, Alina Markham, and number 1, Elin Dwyer. I would ask that the top 10% please join them standing. Join me in recognizing these top performers. Thank you.
Dr. Niedermeyer, Mr. Bryant, members of the faculty, and family and friends in the audience. As Director of School Counseling at Noblesville High School, I certify to each and all of you that these members of the class of 2017 who are present have met the requirements of the state of Indiana, as well as those of Noblesville schools, and are to be awarded their diplomas and declared graduates of Noblesville High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, and members of the board, as superintendent of Noblesville Schools, I declare the members of the class of 2017 who are present to be graduates of Noblesville High School.
Elin Chen Dwyer. Alina Claire Markham. Shira Sanjay Patel. James Elliott DeRose. Jordan Olivia Gennon. Grace Olivia Dean. Juan Antonio Abascal Paredes. Patrick James Abbott. Hank Austin Absher. David Allen Abston. Titilaya Adabempe Hannah Adenia. Brian Micah Adkins. Darren Ray Adolph. Andrew Michael Albrand. Alexa Lee Akers. Naif Mohammed Al-Mohana. Rachel Stephanie Alexander. Jacob Patrick Allen. Emmeline Grace Allen. Guillermo Armando Alvarez. Alec Joseph Anderson. Allison Nicole Anderson. Riley Christine Anderson. William Philip Anderson. Anna Marie Louise Andrus. Sydney Lynn Anway. Austin Roy Argo. Nicholas Stephen Argueta, Waleed Aria, Dina Armendariz, Evelyn Adalia Armendariz, Uriel Armendariz, Dawson Edward Armstrong, Josephine Rose Artle, Jennifer Adelaida Ayala Menjivar, Madeline Rose Bax, Alexa Gabrielle Baker, Elliot David Ball, Ryan Alexander Valentine, Kaylin Patricia Bonsbach, Megan K. Bareford, Haley Bay Barnes, Mateo Emmanuel Barantes, Caitlin Elizabeth Barrios, Chandler Hodges Baumgardner, Austin Alexander Beard, Haley Alexis Beck, Brett Thomas Bell, Jonathan Tanner Bellamy, Scott Patrick Berghoff, Noah James Billings, Ashley K. Burkheimer, Daniel Blackley, Clayton William Blades, Jackson Vern Blankenship, Lauren Grace Blissett, Alexander Christian Board, Gabrielle Catlin Bolander, Drew Mitchell Bolenbacher, Elizabeth Renee Bolt, John Chandler Bostick, Jacob Samron Bowen, Amy Lou Bradfield, Jacob Kyle Brady, Nicholas Patrick Brady, Braxton Timothy Bragg, Nicholas Charles Bragg, Kaylee Ann Brammer, Cheyenne Renee Brickley, Olivia Blue Bridges, Noah Michael Briscoe, Ashley Nicole Britton, Mahala Cheyenne Brown, Maya Marie Brown, Austin Wade Broxson, Ian Edward Buck, Grant Curtis Bullard, Rachel Mary Bullow, Elaine Nicole Burdine, Caitlin Rose Burdine, Allison Elizabeth Burns, Taylor Allen Burns, Valerie Lynn Butler, Kyle Hunter Bird, Caitlin Nicole Cady, Angelise Alexis Caldwell, Patrick Daniel Caldwell, Harris Michael Camp, Blake Logan Campbell, Nicholas James Kennedy. Miguel Paulo Capempanian. Jack Arthur Caraselli. Alexis May Carr. Jacob Spencer Carr. Dalton Brooke Carver. Fisher Rogers Catlin. Keegan Edward Catron. Zachary Lee Cazell. Kaylee Margaret Chambers. Jacob Martin Chiato. Gregory Evan Chininis. Chimwemwe Chinkono. Carolyn Grace Chinney. Lucas Aaron Chisholm. Casey Lee Clester. Alexander Brian Cleverly. Jason Patrick Klauser. Calvin William Colby. Patrick Michael Coleman. Benjamin Philip Collins. Sarah Delaney Collins. Mitchell Thomas Compton. Reagan Ann Connor. Rory Morgan Connor. Brooke Danae Conway. Isabella Soleil Cook. Joshua Daniel Cook. Ryan Matthew Cook.
Asher Blaine Coons. Andrea Christine Cooper. Nicholas Lee Copenhaver. Annalise Gabrielle Cornell. Ethan Taylor Cox. Megan Nicole Cox. Dakota Andrew Crandall. Tyler Robert Crandall. Jacob Ryan Cranmer. Samantha K. Kripe. Ash Richard Ray Crosser. Taylor Ann Crow. Riley Nicole Crutchfield. Corbin Joseph Kernut. Emma Christine Down. Hannah Marie Davis. Mackenzie Marie Day. Parker Douglas Deacon. Ashley Nicole Deckard. Heather Ann Defoe. Margaret Mary Dirksen. Hogan William Detman. Austin Javier DeWitt. Alexa Marie Diamante. Zuri Serai Diaz Villalobos. Delilah Brianne Dickover. Alexander Dale Doctor. Olivia Annalee Doherty. Catherine Barbara Dombrowski. Robert Raymond Dorbritz III. Corey Daniel Douglas. Tara Marie Douglas. Brennan Matthew Drain. Austin James Dreyer. Andres Dugarte. Kaylee Brienne Duggar. Cameron Malik Duncan. Alexis Denise Dunn. Lily Marlena Duchess. Roman William Jennick. Bryce Franklin Eaton. Anna Priscilla Echeverria. Allison May Edge. Tariq Devon Edmond. Luke Nicholas Elliott. Marcus Tyler Emmert. Joseph M. Epic. Tyler Patrick Eschenfelder. Esther Escobedo. Abigail Jean Essig. Bailey Drew Evertson. Michael Joseph Fahey. Aaron Joseph Farber. Shelby Nicole Fetcher. Bobby Noel Feller. Sydney Elise Fentz. Angelo Joseph Ferraro. John Thomas Field. Andrew Thomas Ferks. Amelia Grace Fisher. Michael Blake Fisher. Chloe Elizabeth Fisher. Michael Jolly Fisher. Cassie Lynn Fitzgerald. Patrick Joseph Fitzgerald. Jerome Martin Flaherty. Max Andrew Flencham. Reed Scott Flora. Carson Nicole Floyd. Emily Jane Faulkner. Andrew John Formasani. Grace Ann Forth. Anna Marie Fox. Brooke Taylor Franz. Alex Wayne Fry. Emma Elizabeth Fuller. Megan Leanne Ferguson. Kylie Marie Gainey. Bethany Claire Gammon. Michael Thomas Gano. Joshua Israel Garcia. Andrew James Christopher Garton. Saul Eduardo Garza. Alexa Ann Gassen-Smith. Jalen Matthew Gerber. Gurvinder Singh Gill. Travis Dean Gillian. Nolan Russell Ginther. Serena Marie Gombold. Mario Rolando Gomez Perez. Tyler Anthony Gonzalez. Todd Christopher Goodman. Derek Eldon Gordon. Robert William Goza. Nicholas Scott Grant. Abigail Diana Graves. Gwendolyn Rose Greenaway. Alexandra Lillian Greenwalt. Madison May Gregory. Mary Josephine Gregory. Dominic Lee Griesinger. Josephine Anna Griffin. Alexis Cheyenne Gross. Benjamin Clay Groover. Aaron Cassidy Goriello. Taylor Eileen Geisen. Nicholas Kyle Halbert. Cassidy Grace Hall. Rebecca Alice Hammond. Hannah J. Hansman. Tyler Harold Hansen. Kiera Alexis Malone Harbor. Amanda Jo Harden. Amber Diane Harding. Joseph Ethan Hardway. Aaron Michael Harp. Anna Rose Harp.
Delaney K. Harris. Jerry Thomas Harris. Noah Allen Harris. Charles Andrew Hartman. Drew Logan Hartman. Matthew Robert Hatzer. Alexis Dawn Hawley. Madeline Grace Hayward. Nicholas John Haywood. Kristen Marie Hazel. Jasper Cabot Heist. William Alexander Heitz. Madeline Claire Henderzaw. Abby Jane Herman. Benjamin Mario Heron. Brooke Lynn Heron. Justin Allen Hestand. Cody John Higginbotham. Catherine Ann Higginbotham. Meredith Michelle Higgins. Riley Thomas Hillers. Lexianne Marie Hines. Taylor Rain Hippler. Eric Michael Hoffman. Rebecca Jewel Holt. Alexander David Holtz. Theodore Bartholomew Hopper. Jason Dwayne Hauk. Hallie Elizabeth Ann Howard. Elijah Gregory Howe. Jacob Andrew Howerton. Bailey Christopher Heeman. Erin Kathleen Hughes. Jillian Grace Holbert. Garrett Michael Hunter. Hayden Owen Huntsinger. Chandler Benton Hurst. Alexandria Marie Huss. Ethan Jacob Hutchinson. Alexander Jonas Jansen. Shakira May Jenkins. Christina Corinne Johnson. Deshaun Isaiah Johnson. Elizabeth Nicole Johnson. Jerica Lee Johnson. Jesse William Johnson. Shelby Rose Johnson. Isaac Johnston. Alex Thomas Jones. Isaiah Patrick Jones. Caitlin Rose Jones. Robert William Jones. Taylor Ann Jones. Elizabeth Marie Jordan. Jacob Taylor Jordan. Matthew Tyler Joseph. Daniel Judd. Julianne Elizabeth Kess. Samantha Suzanne Kagi. Devin Robert Kastenschmidt. Evan Russell Keith. Blake Kramer Kelly. Sophia Grace Kennedy. Elizabeth Mary Louise Carini. Madeline Page Kerfoot. Catherine Elizabeth Kirkhoff. Mia Catherine Kerr. Bradley Ryan Killian. Mackenzie Taylor Kincaid. Nicholas James Kincaid. Claudia Lynn Kirk. David Lee Kitko. Miranda M. Klein. Caitlin Marie Klink. Abigail Jamie Klinker. Robert Charles Kleber. Delaney Kathleen Nisley. Kaylin Mackenzie Coots. Joseph Douglas Kazicki. Emily Claire Crone. Kyla Marie Kuiper. Graham Isaac Kunkel. Alice Degala Cousseau. Benjamin Lancelot Kuzel. Michael Charles Kwiatkowski. Andrea Delay Lama San Juan. John Raymond Landis. Kendall Nicole Landis. Alexander George Latham. Tyler Scott Law. Austin Brian Lawler. Alice Jane Lawson. McKenna Elise LeBlanc. Matthew J. Lee. Ilda Abeline Lemuse Dominguez. Ryan Matthew Leslie. Alejandro Lucario Lecon. Matthew Kenneth Lindgren. Haley Celeste Lipscomb. Noah Stephen Loden. Noah Riley Long. Christine Lopez Silvar. Lucy Catherine Lorton. Kelsey Ann Lovett. Mackenzie Marie Lowe. Catherine Ann Lynch. Mark Anthony Mancebo. Kristen Marie Mangan. Chase Wesley Martin. John Mackenzie Martin. Alyssa Grace Martz. Ashley Nicole Marzoff. Bryce John Masterson.
Peyton Isaac Mathis. Nicholas Christopher Matthews. Caitlin Rose Maudlin. Farai Cedric Mooza. Selena Mata Mayorga.
Leslie Lizette Mazariegos. Bradley Christian McClure. Marissa Lynn McDonald. Grace Elizabeth McFadden. Caitlin Paige McKinney. John McLaughlin. Tyler Dawson McLaughlin. Dustin Michael McLaughlin. Colin Michael McMonigal. Brian Addison McNabb. Noah Matthew Mailing. Marissa Nicole Malott. Brenda Estefani Mendoza Gomez. Corby David Mertens. Valentina Mesa Garcia. Eric Kent Meyer. Lauren Taylor Michael. Rachel Charlene Michael. Mary Grace Michelson. Samantha Elizabeth Mikesel. Austin Craig Miller. Brandon Gerald Miller. Ashton Glenn Mills. Connor William Mills. Nicholas Brian Mills. Joel David Minot. Keaton Matthew Minnick. Macy Elizabeth Minier. Xavier Hamilton Mitchell. Reagan Marie Monk. Austin Gregory Monroe. Joseph David Moore. Cameron Drew Moore. Haley Deanna Moore. Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Jaquez Deshawn Moore. Lucy Louise Moore. Madison Ray Moore. Max Allen Moore. Nathan Paul Morales. Kevin Ephraim Moratea. Abigail Lynn Moorhead. Austin Jean Morgan. Brianna Nicole Morris. Jordan Michael Morris. Jace Thomas Mulvaney. Abigail Novem Mumphrey. Lauren May Murfield. Tate Stephen Nance. Israel Nares San Juan. Hannah Elizabeth Natvig. Chelsea Elsa Damagay. Benjamin Jacob Neal. Blake Anthony Richard Neal. Matthew James Neal. Ryan Matthew Neal. Levi Garrett Neuserling. Marissa Suzanne Newcomb. Katie Lynn Newcomer. Grace Marie Newman. Linda K. Nguyen. Tiffany Ha Nguyen. Eid Nimri. Timothy Eugene Nord. Lacey May Norris. Elliot Walker Novak. Madeline Irene O'Mara. Camille Elizabeth Obergfell. Clay Edward Obergfell. Austin Michael Olson. Emily Ray Olson. Joshua Christopher Omran. Andrew James Owens. Kayla Ann Packard. Gabriel Lee Palm. Drew Danielle Palmer. Ellie Francis Palmer. Liam Thomas Park. Maria Concepcion Parra. Chandler Matthew Parrish. Megan Renee Parsley. Peyton K. Parsons. Kayla Leanne Pastorius. Connor Stephen Patrick. Chloe Francis Pearson. Trevor Lane Pearson. Madison Alexis Pedigo. Isaiah Lee Penn. Hannah Janelle Perry. Trevor Christopher File. Allie Elizabeth Phillips. Allison Lee Phillips. Alec Morgan Piggott. Leonardo Philippus. McKenna Lee Pinot. Chandler Jacob Pitts. McGuire Smith Plummer. Sarah Elizabeth Poston. Hannah Noel Potter. Brittany Ann Pointer. Ernesto Prieto Martinez. Connor Paul Pritchard. Allison K. Pruitt. Rebecca Marie Quinn. Cassidy Nicole Rader. Anna Marie Radican. Sarah Michelle Rafferty. Jonathan Luke Ramey. Manly Angel Randolph. Madeline Elaine Rao. Rachel Ann Roush. Skylar Sloan Rawlings. Suzanne Caroline Reeves. Sarah Jean Riley. Emma Lynn Renner. Jacob Scott Rhine. David Trent Rice. Trevor Nathaniel Rice. Jacob Joseph Richards. Evan Black Richardson. Delaney Lee Reister. Jacob Stephen Riley. Max Christian Ritter. Angel Rolando Rivera. Erin Nicole Roberts. Christine Marie Robinson. Alexander Lee Rolfs. Kyle David Rooker. Reagan Suzanne Rose. Connor Nicholas Roth. Gabrielle Ann Roth. Brooke Eileen Rundle. Weston David Rupp. Michelle Dale Sarr. Samantha Marie Salmon. Anthony Noe Sanchez. Josie Mariah Sanders. Gurjat Singh Sandhu. Hirali Santiago Rodriguez. Neelix Dean Scalf. Michael Dominic Scalzo. Andrew Michael Scheib. Reese Andrew Schindler. William Preston Schultz. Olivia Grace Schwab. Olivia Deanne Schwall. Devin Matthew Scott. Lillian Ann Searcy. Emily Oliva Seig. Emily Catherine Sell. Alyssa Marie Sellers. Felix Gabriel Zendejas. Susanna Yvonne Sharples Gordon. Jordan Thomas Shepard. Madison Ray Shoemaker. Rachel Kathleen Simak. Deanna Jean Simpson. Rachel Noel Small. Gavin David Smythe. Cameron Trey Snaden. Cassandra Marie Snay. Alexander Jason Snyder. Michael Wayne Southgate. Noah Christopher Spear. Brock Michael Stackelbeck. Hayden Chase Sterner. Ireland Reynolds Sterrett. Andrea Lexis Stevens. Trevor Anthony Stiver. Alyssa Beth Stoller. Rebecca Dietrich Story. Tristan Christopher Strong. Victoria Nicole Stoltz. Corrine Patricia Stump. Christy Lee Stump. Alan Stuntz. Ryan Catherine Sweely. Blake Stephen Taylor. Esma Ellie Taylor. Morgan Lee Taylor. Sarah and Michelle Tharp. Michael Ray Tyson. Corey Michael Thornton. Jackson Bryant Thurman. Corbin Casiano Torres. Nicholas Peter Totti. Brianna Mackenzie Tragesser. Alexandra Darby Treon. Garrett Dean Olshafer. Elizabeth K. Van Buskirk. Madeline Grace Van Buskirk. Veronica Sue Van Buskirk. Abigail Grace Vassbinder. Michelle Lee Vassbinder. Nadia Sultana Vasquez. John Michael Vastag. Courtney Tay Vaughn. Margalinda Venzala Caneves. Emily Ann Verbencourt. Jessica Mate Victoriano Garcia. Lillian Zoe Walter. Nicholas Charles Waninger. Ryan Jacob Warner. Joshua Daniel Warning. Josiah Ross Waterman. Natalie Marie Watson. Regan McKay Watson. Robert Kyle Wellman. Sandra Winces. Bradley Scott Westfall. Mackenzie Anderson Wheatro. Mariah Danielle Weitzel. Cody Jasper Whitted. Clay Christian Weesey. Ethan Palmer Wilcoxon. Lauren Elizabeth Wilder. Morgan Jerica Williams. Andrew Joseph Wilson. Jonathan Vincent Winings. Emma Ann Wisman. Kyle Odell Whitty. Jordan Audrey Wolford. Rebecca Ann Wood. Collier Benjamin Wright. Danielle Lee Wright. Jordan Clayton Yaney. Grant Brian Yoder. Michelangelo Fitzgerald Yarborough. Zinhal Zargar. Garion Allen Zabrowski. Bradley Scott Zinhofer. Emily Morgan Zintz. Sean Allen Zur. Samuel Stewart Zinn. Sophia Lynn Duncan. Valerie Jill Campbell.
Class of 2017, please rise and join me in the turning of our tassels.